Oh, really? Back again. You know,
Yeah,
another great episode and nobody's listening.
because
Well,
ain't
you could
nobody
pretty much say
listening.
whatever the fuck you want because ain't nobody listening.
Nobody's listening.
Well,
Nobody's not
no
worried about
one's
what you know.
no one's listening for now.
Facts.
But you know if you build it, they will come. Remember that. One ring to rule them all. Now let's see. Well, let's see. We had a long list of
So
conversation for today. You know, I
yeah,
want to start with
man,
Ocean Gate,
definitely,
man.
man, definitely, man.
Fuck
I
your
was
man Jimmy, man. Let's start with Ocean Gate, man.
you earlier. All right, go ahead. Let's start with Oceangate. Go ahead, start with it.
Now,
Like,
okay,
I don't really have nothing to say about it, but I mean, I'm sorry that people passed away, but that right there was a clear case, another clear case of white people. Like, what the fuck are you
yeah.
going down there to find, bro? We already seen the movie. What the fuck are you going down there to find?
But the crazy thing,
We saw the
I would
documentaries.
have.
What are you
Oh,
going to tell us differently that we don't know?
now for them people, let's see. All right, if my family died on it, nah, I don't want to go on it. But I do have a fascination with Titanic to where I probably would have went.
Would have went in the
I probably would
submarine.
have. Well, see, that's the
No.
thing.
You
That
know what's
submarine
crazy?
stuff,
You
I
can
can't, I
go.
can't
You
do
can
that.
go look at the Titanic. You can go down there and it'll really feel like you're there. Buy you an Oculus, nigga, and go on YouTube and go look at the wreckage of the Titanic. It'll feel like you right there. There's
Yo,
somebody to throw water on you while you're doing this shit. The fuck? I'm not going down there to look at no old ass shipwreck. It was not
look,
a black person on that shit, probably, bro. I'm not going down there to see that bullshit.
probably no, I don't think it
What you think
was.
you gonna run into Leonardo DiCaprio down there, nigga?
Yeah, they left his ass, so probably would run across him.
Jack
He
is
couldn't get
not
on.
down there.
He couldn't get on the bed.
Jack, that was a door.
Oh wow, I thought it was a headboard.
Mhm.
Wow, all these years I thought it was a headboard. But no, that's why I say certain people. I mean, that I look at that like SpaceX and shit like that. Like for my fascination of Titanic, if I could afford it and maybe a little bit safer, because I heard a lot of them Jones that was doing them expeditions knew that that shit wasn't safe. Ocean Gate wasn't the first one.
You, it's no need to be that deep in the ocean. What the fuck you want to be a rock at the bottom of the ocean floor for, bro? That's what's gonna happen. You go down there if you
Sure.
want, trying to find that dumbass boat, and you're
No,
gonna be a
I
rock at the
guarantee.
bottom of the ocean, nigga. I guarantee it.
See, the
I
problem that you
stand
got to
by it.
think.
Listen. You get in the submarine and go look for that Titanic. You're going to be a rock at the bottom of the ocean, nigga. I
Look,
stand by it. I guarantee it. They know that. Even if they don't know, then they know that more than they know the chairman of General Mills. Like,
listen. I say this, people, with all due respect. I'm not white, so we can ride past the boat. I don't need to go inside and try to explore chambers. Nah, I don't need to do none of that. We could just cruise past, just like the White House. Can't always go inside, but you can ride past every day. I'm cool with that. I don't need to go in there and see
that
a
shit is at
rusty
the
boat.
floor. It's at the ocean
Look,
floor. So
look,
you got to go
look,
down there and you could
look,
possibly lose fucking signal or service or whatever while you down there, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're
look.
gonna see
If
what
I
you see
would,
what they already fucking YouTube and on these documentaries. I'm not. No, I'm all right.
yeah, I didn't pretty much, and that's the thing. I didn't seen all of them for the most part. So it's like really is no pieces that's unturned. Even if they even
So what
had
are they
one
doing? What are
with
they down there for?
survivors, they honestly, man, I'm telling you, like I started to notice something with the new day and age. Everybody's looking to discover some shit that's already been discovered, or they looking to
You
discover
on
some
some
shit that don't
dumbass
nobody
Christopher
care about.
Columbus shit, and they got you killed.
But I do know for a fact, I'm telling you, a lot of them people, I start to notice a lot of those expeditions are
Mm-hmm.
paid for by them rich family members who died on that boat. The lady who checked on that Joe, remember her great grandmom was one of the founders of Macy's. That's why, like, then I seen
I
another
feel you.
bull. That nigga said them Jones was $250,000 seats. He was supposed to be on the fucking submarine, but the weather where he was leaving from was fucked up, so they delayed his flight and he couldn't get on. He would have died on there. That's why I say certain stuff. I mean, believe me. First and foremost, no disrespect again. Hell no, I wouldn't got on no submarine nigga with five white folks. It got to be me and another black person. I got to feel comfortable. So no, I
You know
wouldn't have
they
went
was
down.
on there. They was on there with nothing but cheese sandwiches.
Look,
They,
the last time I've been in a car with five white people, nigga, I was in a paddy wagon. Two was in the front, they had two over the back, and then the other one said, "Hey man, my partner took off. Can I hitch a ride with y'all?" That's the only time I've ever been in a car with five white people. I ain't never been around with white people at
that
one
sound
time,
wild.
man.
That sound wild, man. It was two in the front, two in the back. Then somebody else wanted to hit your ride with y'all. Like, no, yo, like you. I don't know where you was going, bro. Like, I don't know what type. It's not good.
Well, listen,
But
I wasn't
moving
one of the
on.
ones. I didn't go to jail that night, people. They
Mhm.
let me go because I didn't have anything on me. So I didn't whatever happened in that bus after
But
they
what
left,
you in the
I
ride for?
wasn't on
Why
that.
was you getting a ride? Pause. Why was you in the car with him?
No, we weren't getting a ride, we was getting arrested. But I didn't have anything on me. So they had to let me go. And my other two passengers had some stuff stuffed in their pants that they found. I don't know how they found it in their pants, but it was stuffed in their pants and they found it. So them two guys went to jail and I went home. Well, actually, I went on to my man crib to watch the Cleveland Cavaliers game,
Oh shit.
because that's what I was on my way to before I got detoured to almost go to jail. But it's a funny story, man. I'll tell y'all one day. My man, God rest his soul, man. That nigga had a vest that he turned into I don't even know. All I know is when the cops came, the nigga ran off just like this. Uh, He wasn't moving fast or nothing. He was running in slow motion. Cops ran. They said, "Yo, we can't find him." The nigga said, "I ran on somebody's porch and covered myself with my vest like it was a barbecue grill." It worked. He ain't go to jail. And he was the main one that should have went to jail.
How big of a person was this? And how big was this vest that they thought you and your jacket was a grill and a grill
Hey,
cover? Like,
listen, I can't
what
make
year
this
was this?
up, bro.
2004? This had to be
2000.
early 2000s.
Dude, you better try the late thousands. Late thousands.
There's no way
Hey,
your
you
vest
ain't
is
never.
that baggy and you
That's
that big.
crazy. You ain't never hear the story where we almost got booked in back of main man grandma crib.
No.
Yo, dog, the dummy told main man, yo, the boy
I
was boy.
I I I I I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember.
Yo,
I
dog, when I
remember.
tell you, nigga, that night was nigga, when I tell you that's when I really learned I was like the best finagler in the world, dog. Cause when those cops pulled up, I remember I was looking at the driveway. I said, what the fuck is this moving so fast? Cause they had their lights out. I'm like, something moving. As soon as I seen something moving, I started blowing the horn up. Yo, get out my way. That's another way how I ain't go to jail, ladies and gentlemen. Because the neighbor came outside and told the cops that these guys was blocking my way. And I was just trying to get past it. All reality, we were all together. I'm just nice like that, though. Plus, it's been over 10 years, so eat a dick.
You smart.
But, I mean, That's what it comes to. But look, the thing that make it bad, right? My man, one of my homeboys that got locked up by a cop that he bought a drink in a bar the week before.
That he
Yo,
get. The cop was like, "Nigga, you roofied me last week. I know what you did to
dog.
me. You
In
roofied.
a,
He
in a
roofied the cop the week before."
in the way he did it was so corny. He said, "You search everybody? Yeah, yeah, I searched him. He good. Nah, man, I don't think I seen you do it. Search him again." And that's when they found that shit. When he searched him again, he definitely did search him when we put us in the back of the paddy wagon. Because
That's
allegedly,
that's
and
wild.
I'm saying allegedly, you know, some stuff fell out somebody's pocket that was in there before they did the
Uh-huh.
searches. So, that was a wild night. That was a wild night. And
You're
my man
tuned
that
to an
went to
episode
jail.
of Nobody's Listening, the podcast. Got my main man on here. Matter of fact, he gonna go live too, so you can see who he is. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's listening. We a brand, and we also got Chronic Cinema. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's going down. Like, I'm talking to this camera, I'm talking to that camera. Like, it's a lot going on right now, man. Like, you got get your other phone out so you can go live on that joint with me on this
Oh,
joint for a
10%.
little bit, just so they can see what's going on
I gotta
from both
stop
sides of
playing,
the
man.
field.
That's what the hold up. That's what that joint do. It's a stand and a ring light on top of the stand. That's what it is. It's a little small ring light and it's a stand. It ain't no nice joint like this one. Shout out to y'all guys who made these joints. Best stand I ever seen. But it's like a little makeshift stand and you could like lift the phone up and down. Got like the little gooseneck joint, but it got a ring light
Right.
on top of it. That joint nice and it's only $5 at Walmart. But back to what I was saying about my folks. I mean, like I tell people, like, okay, I'm social studies was always one of my favorite subjects in school. I was very good at math, but I liked it social studies. So exploring and all that weird shit, that was always my twist.
Right.
Always my twist. So like when Titanic came along, first I watched the research to find out was there any black people on the boat.
Hold up, real quick. Hold up, wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just went live on here right quick. So I just want to let y'all know if y'all just tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing my podcast called Nobody's Listening right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be uploaded in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be able to go check that out. Also, we got the podcast out called Chronic Cinema. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can check that joint out. But right
New
now, we talking
episode
about
streaming
that
now.
whole, we talking about that whole submarine thing. That whole submarine bullshit that happened. Like that's some dumb shit. That was those peopling, doing what they do, and that's what we getting into right now, though, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? After this joint, be sure y'all check out. You go to YouTube and check out Chronic Cinema too. Go there, like, subscribe, all that type shit. Comment, drop down what movies y'all want to see us talk about next and all that shit, man. And this right here, though, what y'all watching is a little glimpse behind the scenes of Nobody's Listening to Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So just tune in.
Well, the back they was, but even like I said, Titanic was really like the one that got me because I really wanted to know was there any black people on that boat. Number two, I knew that the wealthiest of the wealthiest in the world rode that boat. So was
Right.
it any wealthy black people back in those times? That was the first thing that made me catch on hand to it. And of course it wasn't. But I kept, searching into it because even, engineering and shit like that, like this boat was supposed to be indestructible. Now I seen documentaries that said they skimmed on materials on building a boat. I seen where they skimmed on regulations and stuff like that. So always they never directly said any of that stuff they skimmed on is what caused the actual sinking of the boat. My thing is that I didn't understand for a boat of that size, why didn't y'all have lifeboats for every passenger for a boat of
Well,
that size?
for one, that's not something that they was thinking was gonna happen. The Titanic, like again, y'all, if y'all just tuning in, we talking about those dumbass people that was on the submarine. Y'all can tune in to the episode once it hits on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is nobody's listening to podcast. Um, they was assholes if you ask me. I'm sorry that they
They
passed away, but there's no need to go in the bottom of the ocean to look at the Titanic when we saw the fucking movie. Jack died. You're not gonna find him. He's somewhere off over there by iceberg or some shit like that. But what like what would possess you to go down there in that water, bro? Like it's like nothing about that excites me. Like, oh yo, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna take a trip down to the bottom of the ocean and see the Titanic.
I'm not going to hold it for sure. At this point in life, no, it don't, because I'm just trying to figure out what is it to find out. Everything dealing with the
So it's
boats
getting
has been
flat.
found out throughout the years. So what are y'all going there to find? Y'all going to find something that has already been found? Because every inch of the boat y'all done scour, y'all done found old mirrors, brushes, paintings, all this other shit. So what are you looking for? What are
You
y'all
know what
there
that
looking
is?
for?
Remember, remember when Dave Chappelle show was out, and it used to be called when something goes wrong. What was that called?
Keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real goes wrong. You know what that was? When flexing goes wrong. That's what that was. You got a submarine made on some rich nigga shit. Like, nigga, I'm rich. I'm gonna get this submarine made, and we're gonna go to the bottom of the ocean and be shark food. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? It's nothing down there. What are you going to the bottom of the ocean for? There's nothing down there. I don't care how rich you are. That was a dumbass flex. That's
They was
when
looking.
that's when flexing goes wrong, bro. That's what that was,
They
bro.
they
That's when
said they was
flexing
looking.
goes wrong. He would have been better off going to Magic City, nigga, and blowing that submarine money in Magic City, nigga. I'd have rather he did that.
Then
I'd
did
have
you see
rather
how
read
much?
about that on the shade room.
Did you
I'd
see
have
how
rather
much
seen
the
that on the shade
submarine
room. You
costs?
feel me? Huh?
Did you see how much the submarine costs?
No, how much did it cost? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it wasn't an Uber ride price. I'm
Hundreds. I
pretty
think
sure
that
it
shit
wasn't the
like a
price of
couple
a
hundred
fucking
million.
how much?
I think it's a couple hundred million.
A couple hundred million to go die.
Yeah,
You
Oceangate.
paid a couple hundred million for your casket. You wanted a water burial. This nigga wanted a wet funeral. He said, "Fuck that." You know what I'm saying? Like I listen, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so rich. I done had all the wet pussy I done had. You know what I'm saying in my life. Nigga, I want to die wet. Pause. Like just bury me in the ocean. Like what are you like? You paid a couple hundred million to go to for what? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Like I don't see why
You
that would be a
see,
choice. Like I got millions of dollars. The last thing I'm doing is building a submarine to go to the bottom of the water. Nigga, I build a subway before I build a fucking submarine. Like what? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. You gonna build a submarine and go look at the old ass Titanic. Like it ain't documentaries and movies out about it already. Again, this is nobody's listening to podcast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like
really do
we in
this
this joint.
special.
We going in.
I'm
It'll be
trying to
uploaded
find a
soon.
John. I can't find it, but I think that John costs a couple hundred. Like, you remember them Johns like planes and stuff. Submarines is not cheap. But I also read an article where it wasn't supposed to be at
I don't
that
even know
depth.
where you get a submarine from, bro. Like, where would you start? Like, I don't even want to know because I'm cool. I'm like, the fuck?
You gotta watch how it was made.
I don't even want to go
Nobody can
underwater in
tell
the
you
pool for too long, bro. Let alone
how it
in
was
the
made.
ocean.
And I must say, I remember when, back in the day, they used to have one at like the boardwalk or somewhere. And you remember that game? I didn't like that John. It was like that game where you draw the Jones around, one person be in the bottom of it, and another person be up top. Y'all both
The
can
little
shoot
boat
stuff
type
at the
joint.
other ones. Yeah, I didn't like that. As a kid, I hated that joint. I was not getting down there for shit. For
Yeah, I
one, it
remember
was
them
soaking
joints.
wet down there.
Yeah,
For
I remember. Yeah,
two, I'm
I
not
never,
getting down there.
see, that's the crazy thing because yeah, see, they must have switched it by the time I start. By the time I start going to AC, because it was either a one player joint. Like, I never remember it to where somebody had to pause, get at the bottom. Like I don't remember that.
There was two people that rode in them Jones. I didn't like it. I hated that shit. But I used to, yeah, that shit was.
Yeah, enough.
That's why I know I want never a submarine person.
Again, like I said, I'd rather build a fucking subway before I build me a submarine. That bullshit. we were talking earlier, offline, off camera, and all that shit. Like now, both of these guys, I love both of their music. I love both of their fucking music. I don't have a problem with neither one. I don't have a problem with nothing that neither one of them said. For real, I want them to cut the bullshit. Pusha T and Jim Jones. Like,
I I don't. I won't push the burying push, please. I mean, it's not hard, but you know.